Welcome back, Patriots. Welcome to Sons of Liberty, 1773. This is indeed where men and women from around the world gather in defense of liberty. I am your host, Bill Bailey, who will be channeling the patriotism of America's founding fathers. So last night, the real crap show in Georgia, right? They leak the indictment, okay? And they not only leak the indictment, they don't redact the jurors on the grand jury. So we've got all their names. So this is a show court. It's rogue prosecution and more communism, attacking their political opponents. We are officially a banana republic, folks. So the charges are just total BS. Trump, they're indicting him for asking his supporters to watch Newsmax, RSBN, and One America News. So we're going to indict Trump because he's not directing his base toward the communist news, the Orwellian outlets that spew the authoritarians' propaganda. What's the other one there? Just Mark Meadows, they're indicting him for asking for a phone number in a text message. So that's a crime, folks. Watching One America News or asking for a phone number in a text. Unbelievable. And they've indicted Rudy Giuliani and I forget, they're all just BS charges. So their game plan is, because they've got a clown court that will indict Trump and any MAGA supporters just because of who they are. I mean, it's complete tyranny. And they're going to indict Trump and try to get him charged on have a couple of the charges stick, which will be overturned on appeal. They will be overturned on appeal, 100%. But it will be after the election before it's heard on appeal. That's why they waited 20 months, 24 months, 23 months, 30 months or longer to make these charges, because it's about election interference with Trump. They don't want him on the ticket. And the Republican establishment now, the light's going on, ding, 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 ding. Well, if we lose Trump, people probably won't vote for our candidate no matter who it is on the Republican ticket. Yeah, that's right. Because you guys are in lockstep with the Democrats, the Uniparty, trying to take out our America First candidate that the American people voted for. So it's just, excuse my French, but it's just a complete shit show, folks. This country is in absolute peril. And it's why everybody's got to get involved, because it's our last bite at the apple. Next November. And it'll be here before you know it. And we have to win. My friend mentioned to me, talking to somebody I haven't talked to in a while, that the Democrats are going to do everything. It's all or nothing for them, just like it is for us. Because Biden's going to prison, more than likely. Trump said, we get elected, he's going to get the same treatment we've been getting. And if he's guilty, which I believe he is, he's going to be going away for a long time. So you think there's anything the left won't do at this point when they have the power to stay in power? Think there's any system they won't abuse? Think there's any law they won't break? And I worry about Trump's safety, folks. I'm seriously. They have tried everything except JFK and him. And so I pray for Trump's safety. For his family, for his security. I believe he's a tool of God, Donald Trump is. And we need to keep praying for America, for revival, and for Donald Trump. Joe Biden, and Trump did a nice, he made a video in support and, saying, hey, I feel terrible for the people of Maui that lost their homes to fires and everything else. Because Trump loves this country, and he's got a big heart. He's a kind person. And Biden, though, when asked about Maui and the fires, he goes, No comment. Smiles. People lost everything, our fellow Americans. And how much money you think the government's going to give them to rebuild? But Zelensky, in starting World War III, let's send them billions more as our infrastructure in this country rots away and bridges fall apart and potholes are everywhere. Airports are in shambles. Let's keep sending all of our money to foreign countries. Joe Biden is a agent. He is an asset of the CCP. He's so compromised, they own him. I don't think he's ever put America first. It's always been about him. And then I did see an article. I'll keep this video short today, guys, but Russia has an incredible nuclear submarine fleet. That's basically their navy of submarines. State-of-the-art submarines, by the way. And they are now putting their, I think it's Zircon, if that's not the right word. Yeah, Zircon hypersonic missiles on their which will be, have nuclear warheads, which can go 5 times the speed of sound. They're highly maneuverable, probably can't shoot them down on their submarines. And the reason this is important is this race for AI that we're now unfortunately in. When missiles can go 5 times the speed of sound and literally be impacting our major cities and military targets here in mainland America within minutes, it's going to come down to nanoseconds of action. And AI is going to make the difference between the winners and losers World War III. And I mean, if it goes full nuclear, there are no winners. But the Biden regime, and I think the Biden regime is crumbling. I really think we're winning, folks. I think we've gained ground big time, and I think their little empire is crumbling, and I think they know it, and I think they're fearful of Trump, obviously, right? When they're putting every one of these bullshit indictments they do is the destruction of our constitutional republic. They have a mechanism in Georgia that they just put into law, I think, back in March, where they can remove rogue prosecutors like this Fani Willis. They can remove her, and they should. And they've got the mechanism to do it, like immediately. Think the Republicans are going to do anything, folks? Do you think they're going to do something? I say probably not. We're literally building Skynet, and then we're going to give it the AI power over our military, because it's going to come down to the nanoseconds of difference between winning and losing wars going forward. And then when AI comes self-aware, I mean, it literally is Terminator. So I think that's all I was going to talk about. I feel sorry for Trump. Don't you? I mean, no man should have to go through what he's going through for doing nothing wrong. As far as these indictments are, they're all bullshit. The impeachment's bullshit. They literally spied on his campaign, bugged the Oval Office. Nixon resigned, and I believe it was a setup now. I think the deep state got rid of Nixon when he said, "I know who killed John," JFK. Because it was like 10 days later was Watergate. And then they replaced him with Gerald Ford, who'd never been elected for anything, who was on the Warren Commission. I had no idea. I'll tell you, that's been the one, whether you like it or not, the one great thing Trump has did, over and above giving us the world 4 years of peace and prosperity, no more wars, and inflation in check, low fuel. America was, great again. Other than that, monumental task that he did was to expose the deep state and how evil and corrupt our government is. We truly are a banana republic, and it's because of the fourth branch of government that is illegal, that's running the show. We all know separation of powers, right? The judiciary, the executive, and Congress. But we have these unelected bureaucrats, the FBI, the CIA, that stay in office as presidential terms come and go, whether Democrat or Republican. They're stable. And we have to tear it down and, I think JFK said, and scatter it into the four winds. We need to dismantle the FBI and tear it down to the ground. We've got to get rid of these this fourth branch of government that's been destroying this country. And if you haven't listened to the song by Oliver, I can't think of his last name right now, Richmond, north of Richmond. Wow, it's good. Really hits a chord with the American soul. Because he says in a song what all of us are feeling. Our corruption in the government, our money's not worth anything, people are living hand to mouth, and it's just not the America we knew, even 15 years ago. Bad times we're living in, my friends. But we are going to survive. We're going to look at one way or another, God wins this battle. Now, hopefully we will restore America and it won't be the last book of the Bible playing out in real time, which I think it may be. That's it. I did read a quick article that this digital currency is coming with biometric data. They're going to use we're going to have a digital existence and digital currency. They want to get rid of anything to do with the founding fathers, right? And what's on our money. So that's one reason. Two is they want to control every dime we spend. And when we have cash in our pocket and we're out buying stuff with our cash, they can't track us. They don't like that. And they want to make sure there's no cash deals where they're not getting their cut, the regime. I think one thing Americans will come together on is they're not going to go to a cashless society. It would have to be forced on us. We're not willingly going to give up our cash. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So that's it. It is a beautiful day in northern Michigan today. Getting ready to probably put my shorts on and go for a walk. I haven't worn my jeans in 2 months. It's been 80, 90 degrees every day. But last few days it's been kind of cool out. Keep prepping because I think things get much worse before they get better. You just can't have enough preps. Have a go bag. Look what happened in Maui, right? You didn't have time to take stuff out of your house or get in your car. You grabbed what you could put in a backpack and you ran to the ocean to survive. But prayer for those people in Maui. It's terrible. I did reach out to Aloha Prepper. She's in the chat room here, Real Patriot, because I didn't know what island she lived on. And she said her and her family are great. She is helping get supplies to Maui. She's really a wonderful person. And her and her family are not. We're never in any danger. So every day I get up and said, can we wake up from the nightmare? Can we have the real world back? But unfortunately, these trying times we're going through are the reality that we got to deal with. So keep the faith, keep prepping, keep praying, and I can't emphasize enough, stack the preps to the ceiling. It's going to get much worse before it gets better. Inflation's going to keep going out of control. The battle is on, folks. We're in a war, and it's going to get more heated every day as the November election gets closer and closer. You ain't seen nothing yet, unfortunately. All right. Love you all. See you. Bye.